I can get you Pau Gasol for Kwame Brown. What did you say back?
No, you can't. But
February 1st, we finally get winter-like weather here in the Northeast. Black History Month begins, and Spanish treasure arrives on the shores of Los Angeles. Last little nugget, simply the biggest NBA in-season trade so far this year, as the Lakers acquired talented big man Pau Gasol from the Grizzlies. Now, in return, they sent a first-round pick in 2008, a first-round pick in 2010, Kwame Brown, and young point guard Javaris Critton. And also, to make things work out, they signed Aaron McKee on Friday to include him in the deal. Plus, they gave up the draft rights to Marc Gasol, who's playing in Europe. Still, after giving up all of that, they got Pau Gasol. Pau's only 27, averaged 19 points and 9 boards for the last place Grizzlies this season. 7-footer out of Barcelona, Spain, was the NBA's Rookie of the Year in 2002 and was an All-Star in 2006. Now, he had seen his scoring average rise every year for the past 3 seasons before this one. 19-point career score, shoots 51% from the floor. Last season was his best, averaged almost 21, just under 10 rebounds, while making 54% of his shots.
In 2008, the Los Angeles Lakers net themselves an All-Star and a future Hall of Famer by trading for Pau Gasol. The lowly Memphis Grizzlies, not doing well, really couldn't show up, scratching, clawing, but couldn't make do in a very stacked West, decided to trade Pau Gasol to the Lakers. In exchange, the Lakers give 2 first-round picks, one in 2008, one in 2010, which turned out to be Dante Green and Grievous Vasquez, both coincidentally drafted number 28. They trade the rights to Pau's brother, Marc Gasol, who would of course eventually become a Laker towards the very tail end of his career. And of course, they traded for Kwame Brown, as Stephen A. Smith eloquently put it.
They gave up Kwame Brown. Who
first
cares?
rounders.
I could care less.
Tied into his salary for 4
First
years.
of all, understand something. When you're giving up first round picks, if you are a quality team in playoff contention, it really doesn't mean that much. That's number one. Number two, and more importantly, Kwame Brown is gone. The City of Angels, Hollywood, just should be celebrated. Throw a parade already, whether you win a championship or not. This man was a bona fide scrub. He can't play. No disrespect whatsoever, but I'm sorry to tell everybody the truth. The man cannot play the game of basketball. He has small hands. He can't catch the ball. He's got bad feet. He can't really move, even though he's mobile. Doesn't really know what he's doing. Doesn't have a post move that he puts to memory that he can do 2 times in a row. He has no game whatsoever. Plays no defense. Doesn't have the heart, the passion, or anything that comes with it. And you're asking me whether they gave up too much? Please, the Los Angeles Lakers knew exactly what they were doing. They should be celebrating right now, and Kobe Bryant should not be saying a word.
Now, it's not like the Lakers were a bum-ass team or anything like that. Going into that trade, they were already 30-16. But to close out the season, they go 27-9. 27-9 with the inclusion of Pau Gasol. Now, there were a few games where Pau did miss because he didn't play. This team destroys just about everybody that goes in their way. Multiple win streaks upon multiple win streaks, which easily netted them the top seed in the Western Conference, ending with a 57-25 record and going 8-2 in their last 10. Scorching their way through the regular season, the Lakers make it to the playoffs, where their first round opponent is the Denver Nuggets. This team is led by Carmelo Anthony and Allen Iverson. And what's even cooler is you get a J.R. Smith appearance in this. The Lakers easily handle the Denver Nuggets, sweeping them, winning 4-0. Eventually making it to the Western Conference semifinals, the Lakers wind up beating the Utah Jazz 4-2. And then eventually they wind up going to the NBA Western Conference Finals, where they meet the defending champions San Antonio Spurs and rout them 4-1. And they wind up making it to the NBA Finals against the Boston Celtics, which was amazing fanfare, and it really brought back a lot of history. So you can argue that this trade really helped the NBA and really brought eyes to the NBA Finals when you have 2 classic teams, 2 teams that are bitter rivals against one another throughout the years, especially in the 80s, finally coming into the NBA Finals and going against each other. Now, they would wind up losing in the NBA Finals. You can argue that it was an unsuccessful journey. However, the trade to bring someone like him in, someone like Gasol, really elevated that team to a championship type level. From a points perspective, you can also argue that he regressed a little bit in the finals of that year. He didn't score anything above 20 points per game, proving to be a solid Robin to Kobe, who was Batman in that case.